All right, there we go. So welcome everybody. And for everyone that's going to be joining in, for everybody here and in all your little hubs, welcome. I know we've got a lot of people who will be sharing this recording because of either work or like a lot of things going on. So I'm going to, we're going to jump into recognition, which is one of the coolest parts about this business is that we get recognized for doing what we do. So I'm going to, I'll read through recognition, but I'm going to also explain for people watching in or sitting here kind of what the different levels are so you know what people are being recognized for. So first of all, I will introduce myself. I am Grace Wright, and I am an executive area manager. I live in Bozeman, Montana, or just outside of Bozeman, and I have used Arbonne products for just over 11 years and have actually worked the business for about 4 years. And my goal is to really quickly change my income levels so that I can let my other side jobs, so to speak, trickle away. And I work pretty closely with Martina Radoni, who is a district manager here in Bozeman as well, and Doris Oberholzer. I think I said her name right. Got a thumbs up. Seattle. And so we'll be combining teams. So all of the recognition will be from the nation that we are in. And then as we grow, we're just going to keep adding other people's teams too. And I know we've got people from multiple nations watching as well. So it's kind of exciting. So first of all, we're going to recognize top new and you. And top new and you is anything that you personally did, plus anybody that's a brand new person that you just sponsored. And top new and you is Martina Radoni with almost 3,000. So congratulations, Martina. Thank you. And then I'm just going to make sure we're working. Yep. Okay. And then for everybody who hit 2,500 new and you, this is the building block in Arbonne. And we'll be talking about that in our training tonight as well. But 2,500 new and you, same thing. Yourself, but make sure it's new volume every month. Not that you're relying on people, your clients that you currently have. So people that hit 2,500 new and you is Stacy Johnson, Jennifer Peace, Martina Radoni, myself, Sari Jones, and Cindy Waltz. So congratulations to everybody for that. Top sponsoring would be the person who sponsored the most, $150 new preferred clients and consultants. And I am extremely excited for this person because her words exactly were, I wonder what I would have hit if I had worked a little harder. So top sponsoring goes to Jennifer Peace in Great Falls with 7. Good job, Jen. We have we have somebody in qualification for district manager, and that is Stacy Johnson, sponsored by Sheila Musel. So congratulations, Stacy. And the top district, so all the district managers, the person with the top volume for that month is Jennifer Peace with almost $5,600. Congratulations, Jen. And top area was myself with just over, well, almost 17,500. And the top region is Marianne Hubbard with just over 57,000. So then we also have district manager bonus earners, and at every level. So district manager, your paycheck is between roughly $2,000 to $1,500, and that depends on you as a person. Area manager, your paycheck is between $1,200 to about $4,500. And regional vice president, your paycheck is about $5,000, like $4,500 roughly, to about $17,000. And then national vice president, which is the top level, it is about $22,000 and up. And at every level, you also can earn a cash bonus. So you go from a $200 bonus to a $400 to a $600 to an $800. And people that earn their district manager bonus, is Sari Jones, Jennifer Peace, myself, Maureen Little Dog, and Cindy Waltz. So congratulations, ladies. And this is really, really cool. I am extremely excited about this. Arbonne did a bottle up incentive, and I posted, if you aren't sure, I posted a picture on my wall when they were doing this, and they're giving away a limited edition. They only made a certain amount, but they're giving away a limited edition water bottle that is Arbonne's tree with the Arbonne AA logo on the front. And here are the people who earned that this month. So you needed to do the 2,500 new and you to earn it. And we have Jennifer Peace, Stacy Johnson, myself, Martina Rodoni, Sari Jones, and Cindy Waltz. So congratulations, ladies. Then I'm going to run through some of the announcements because what we do this month will kind of play into that. And we would normally recognize the top 3 central districts in our nation as well. And the reason being is because everything that we earn is based on our central district. And this is really cool. Arbonne is giving us cash bonuses. It's called Holiday Cash. So go to the source, look it up, print it out. But they're giving you cash bonuses on new and you volume for September, October, and November combined. And excuse me, normally what happens in December is a trip will come out in December and they double our volume in December. So gear up, because whatever you do now, that's what your business will look like in 90 days, right? Like we're going to be talking a lot about the 90-day cycle. So how to earn cash bonuses, they give you the volume that they're going to accumulate for you over those 3 months, and then you get a cash bonus. So why would you not do this? Like you're going to be working anyway. Why not get another bonus on top of that? And our holiday sets are out. So I'm not sure who else ordered a holiday set. I should have mine by Thursday. So for everybody that's thinking about it, or maybe like they look at it and they're like, well, I don't know if it's completely worth it. I don't know if I have the money to buy it. Is it an investment? Absolutely. And I just got back from Green Bay. I went to the Green Bay Leadership Retreat, and they talked about how, and I think they was in another Go for Gold call as well, but they talked about how if you open a business, if you are McDonald's and you open your business, you don't run down the street to McDonald's and at yours only serve French fries until you can afford to buy hamburgers, and then run down and borrow hamburgers from the one next door. You don't do that. So why are we in the habit of working that way in Arbonne? And like we need to change how mentally we see this as a business. So, and I'm not gonna lie, I looked at it and was like, okay, maybe I can wait and order it, you know, after I get my Arbonne paycheck. And I was like, why? I'm gonna use it, I'm gonna buy it. I already know that I have people that are lined up that wanna see our holiday products, and I do every year. Invest and work your butt off to make your money back. So work that way. So get your holiday kit ordered. And I also ordered extra catalogs because you're going to be, like we'll do holiday open houses or holiday presentations, and I would suggest working it as a presentation, not an open house, so that you know you've got a certain number of people coming, but then you'll need catalogs to give to people or hostesses or whatever. So make sure you add some catalogs to your order as well. I'm going to jump right into training and announcements, and you're going to be, a lot of what I'm saying you may have heard. So even though that could be or is the case, I'm just going to ask that you still listen with an open heart, because the reason it's being repeated is because it's not, first of all, being done, or it's so important we need to keep hearing it until we do it, okay? So the first things that we need to do from the start of the month, and this month is a little off just for how the Monday fell with the holiday and whatnot, but print your daily to-do laser beam focus chart. And I was talking with different RVPs flying back after Green Bay or at Green Bay and National Vice Presidents. This chart kicks serious butt. So we need, like, this is going to become a must-have for an Arbonne consultant, okay? They talked about the book, The Slide Edge, and I'm in the middle of reading that book right now, and this is literally living the slide edge daily. And that's how you live. That's how the Slight Edge works. And the Slight Edge meaning that you have an edge on other people because you're doing something a little bit 1% more every day than other people would do. Another one is the 40 Faces presentation, or 40 Faces sheet. And this was a visual of how many people, so you can't say, oh, well, I'm off the hook, I've talked to my people. You need a name by every one of these to know that you got in front of enough people that month. So, oh, we're good. Excuse me. So make sure you print these. These two are on our link. Print them and use them consistently every month. Okay, this is important stuff. Then dates I'm going to cover really quickly before we jump into training, because then we can open it up for questions and stuff. We have the Impact Training Tour is on September 17th in Denver. And I know there's quite a few of us carpooling. So if you want to go, or maybe your schedule has changed where you are now able to go, get a hold of me or the person that you're signed up under, and just reach out to me through our Facebook page or whatever. We're driving down the 16th and then attending the Impact Training Tour the 17th and driving home after. So we already have quite a few people to carpool and whatnot. We just need the final numbers to know how many cars we need to take. But we also are meeting up with people in Billings. So we're going to be getting a bunch of people together to go, which will be a lot of fun. And rooming, we're going to be throwing pillows and sleeping bags and stuff in and staying with Krista at her new house in Colorado. So we'll be less than an hour from Denver. And there will also be people going to the Discover Arbonne the night of the 16th. So like, let's talk and figure out who all from our team would like to do that. So that will be coming up. And then I'll be going to Cecilia's area retreat the 23rd through the 25th. And there will be a lot of fun trainings from that to share as well. And all I can tell you is put stuff on your calendar for next year. Like, make it your goal to get to area manager. And I'm going to talk to kind of some of the things I learned in Green Bay. But our Tiffany and Spa Day Challenge, if you are not familiar with this, look on our Facebook page. I am the one putting this on for my team, and I know that the other area managers are going to be more than happy to do it for the people that they have that go and earn it. But pull this up. One of the ladies that trained in Green Bay was talking about how she doesn't even really show people how to get to district. She shows them how to get to area. And then she doesn't really show them how to get to region. She shows them how to get to nation, because you're going to hit district and region in between anyway. Instead of, in a big way, lowering your bar, setting yourself up for district, and then region as your big plateau momentum, like that's what you're striving for. But then when you hit it, it's almost harder to hit it and keep going than it would be if you were going for area and you work knowing you're constantly helping somebody else go to area. And if you do that, then you need a lot less people duplicating. Whereas if we feel like we're going region or area, we feel like if we're an area going region, like we're the one doing the work, instead of us being able to do the work, but share it with other people. And a lot of building a team. What does that actually look like? So, of course, the monthly meeting will still be Monday, the 3rd of October. And then the Discover Arbonne will be the 17th. Oh, I skipped one. Discover Arbonne for September is the 19th. And we'll be getting amazing training in Denver. And it'll be really fun to do a Discover Arbonne immediately after. So I'm excited about that too. So I'm going to kind of jump into trainings. I'll give you my ahas, and then I'll get some ideas, and then when I post this, after you've watched, maybe comment your questions or comments below. But just some different things on like your thoughts or ideas or whatever. They talked a lot about global technology. Like they had a panel on that. They did a panel, or some people were answering questions about the new apps that Arbonne has coming out. So we're going to have a Shop Arbonne app within the next week for Apple users, and then Androids are a few weeks out or a month out or something. One of the things that they trained on was if your email address ends in Hotmail, AOL, or Yahoo, get a Gmail account. Change it, make it be able to be used global. And the reason that they're choosing Gmail is because you're able to connect all of your calendars, your address books, your phone numbers, Google Drive, Hangouts, which works like Zoom, and Alexa. And Alexa is the Amazon Echo, like the device that Arbonne, that Guy has been working on really strategically to get this working for people who enjoy the technology behind it. And it's the maybe Google Echo. You can get them at Bed Bath & Beyond and Amazon and whatnot. But the device is the Echo, and the app is the Alexa. So it helps you work your business without having to pull up any of your information. It'll tell you who's in qualification. You can just say, hey, Alexa, who do I have in qualification for district manager? And it'll list off all the people. Or, Alexa, who do I have that needs to renew this month? And it'll list the people and if you want their contact information. So it's going to be fun to use and watch them work out kinks and whatnot. But just being ahead of what's coming, like we get to learn. So imagine the ladies and the ladies that were training in Green Bay, they have had consultants ID numbers for between 15 and 25 years. And they're having to learn how to use all this technology and these apps and smartphones and Facebook, and they don't like any of it. And I want to say Catherine Lutz and Donna Weiser, every time they talk, they were like, oh my goodness, another thing on my to-do list. But what do I want? What kind of a business do I want? So here's a couple things that I'm going to run through quickly just because of other companies, I guess, have been using Arbonne's hashtag, not in a good way. So Donna Johnson was asking that we post, when we post things that are positive, putting hashtag Arbonne so that we can take our hashtag back. So be aware of that. But getting on board with Zoom, start Zooming as many presentations that you can, like start booking Zoom presentations, doing it with group trainings or prospecting, because it duplicates, and all you have to do is figure out different time zones. It's not that hard. You can figure out different time zones for people. Get on Facebook, and here's a really cool one. Do not get freaky and do not get weird, but Maggie Hoft was training on using Facebook and focusing on keeping the main thing the main thing. So you're still doing presentations, business one-on-ones, and product drop-offs or demos. But in that, use the fun, new, cool things, but keep focusing on the main things. So maybe like we're using Zoom to do presentations, but we're still focusing on the presentation, okay? But she went through, and she'll go through Facebook and just see who it asks or who it prompts her to become friends with. And then she'll go read about them and see if Arbonne's something that maybe they would even like or have any interest in. Maybe message them and just say, hey, so-and-so, like you came up as a friend request for me, you know, so here's what I do, what do you do? Or, you know, like start a conversation with them. But you have to connect, because we are the only business that is belly to belly, relationship with relationship, face to face. That's how Arbonne works now, and that's how it has always worked. And we can use Instagram, Pinterest, and all these other, you know, Facebook and all these things, Voxer, but we still need to use it in a way that Arbonne is asking us to use it, like we still need to have personal conversations. So Brittany Johnston from Canada, she trained on Voxer, and how it just takes a lot of the, because you can hear someone's voice, it takes a lot of the guessing out of texting. So you can't get things messed up, and like you can Vox them. And for team things and whatnot, we'll be using that a lot. So download that if you don't have it. But here's a rule of thumb. And every Arbonne consultant needs a business page, and you need a personal page, right? Your personal page, the rule of thumb is 90% business, 90% personal, 10% business. Your business page is 90% business, 10% personal, so that you're connecting with people. And Facebook has a Pages app, so it's like Facebook Pages, so you can post to your page from that. But I'm pretty positive they've also just updated their new Facebook app to where you're able to post to your page or share things to your page as your page. Because if I just go and post something to my own Facebook page, it will show up to me as the administrator, but it will not show up to the people that have liked my page. So the only thing that shows up to the people following my page is when I, the administrator of that page, have posted something. So Grace Balma Wright Facebook page posted a post, not Grace Wright posted to Grace Balma Wright Facebook page. Does that make sense? So you have to post as your page for your clients to see it. One of the other things they talked about was be intentional and be direct. I'm looking for people who know people in whatever countries. Like Arbonne is expanding to so many countries, and we're lighting them on fire, but we're still, like, we can still expand in anywhere we are able to do business. So be intentional on who you're asking, but do not expect too much too soon, because all of these different cultures have different relationship building requirements that we as Americans know nothing about. So making sure that just keep your little antennas up and you'll hear people. I know Martinez was in a hostel, and there was someone from Poland, someone from New Zealand, and someone from Australia or UK or something. And just being able to talk to them, because that person, maybe they don't want it, but they can connect you to someone who will. Or if you're friends with them on Facebook, maybe you include them on a post, or they tag themselves or something, someone that they know will see it, and you can start working that way as well. But just being aware. Visualize what you want to create, put it on your vision board. So what do you want your team to look like 5 years from now, 3 years from now? Visualize what you want and put it on your board. Be intentional. So one of the aha moments that I got, and you guys are all probably going to laugh, is start owning who you are. Like, I think there's a part of me that feels like I'm worried about what other people are watching me, what they think, or how when I work, what someone else is saying, oh, I can't do X, Y, Z. Stop. My story is my story. My walk is my walk. This is my life. You could put 10 other people, all from my team, up here, and everybody's is going to look different. Where we get in trouble is that we start comparing with someone, and we start expecting our business and our life to look like theirs. It's not. We aren't the same people. We could have similar personalities, we could work similarly, but we are not the same people. And that's the freedom that we have. So a lot of times, to me, maybe it feels like we're looking at it and using it as a bad thing, where it's pointed out that you're different. Start embracing that you're different, because of the things that I have done and how I work, I will attract different people. Because of who Martina is, how she works, how she travels, whatever, she will attract different people. And that's how it should be. Like, we need to attract the people that we want to go on vacation with. Not our upline, not our downline, not our sidelines. We're going to be the ones on vacation with them. Who are you asking? And start working that way. And in that, stop looking around because your story is your story. Put your why in front of you, and it needs to be able to make you cry every day. And so that kind of sounded cliche to me. So after one of the trainings, we went to the dinner on Friday night, and I walked up to Linda Lovelace, who had done a training on this. And I just asked her, I was like, I'm not really asking for your permission, but I kind of want to know if my goal is possible, if it's achievable. And she's like, okay, what's your why? I said, well, I really want to retire my husband. Like it's hard watching what he's doing and knowing that he hates doing what he's doing. I would like to retire my husband. And she's like, that's not your why. I was like, excuse me? It is. I just told you it was. She goes, you're not crying. I was like, great. I really want to help people. And I kind of explained like what I want to do there. And she smiles and she goes, nope, it's not your why. I was like, what? So then I started talking about kids and me, and I just started bawling. Like it didn't matter what I did, I could not stop crying. And she takes my hand and she smiles and she goes, that's going to help you achieve that. And it hit me really hard for the first time that how I work and what I do will help other people. How I work and what I do is the benefits are going to flow and benefit my husband, my family, my friends. They're going to help other people. But regardless, I still have to work for me. And my dreams, and it's almost like I feel in a lot of ways like maybe I've tried to push them down because my life was going to look a lot different when I was 30, 31, almost 32. Like this wasn't what I thought my life would look like. So it's almost like I've told them to be quiet because I don't really need them. What I really want is this, 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 and this. And in doing that, it's shutting me off to people that is their why. And it's lying to myself. So by letting me work for me, for the dreams that I have, I don't have to know what to do with that until it happens. You know, like my dreams, I don't have to know what to do with kids until I have them. I don't have to know what to do with whatever, like family vacations, family members, all this stuff. Like you figure it out when they're there. I don't have to know what to do with teenagers until I have a teenager. So her advice was stop worrying about what you can't change. So I want all of you to grab a piece of paper and you're going to draw a circle. I'm trying to find mine for you here. You're going to draw a circle about however big. So mine, here's my circle. You're going to draw a circle in the middle. And then you're going to draw a bigger circle around it. So you guys seeing, this is what it looks like. And on the inside of the circle, the small circle inside right, you can control. On the inside of the bigger circle, right, you can't control. Because most of what we worry about, most of where we get afraid, most of what shuts us down, most of what stops us, like literally 99% of it is in this big circle of things we do not control. So if you stopped worrying about what you couldn't control and you started focusing what you could control, how you work your business, how you live your life, and things that you achieve and accomplish would look so different. And so after she finished talking to me, when she grabbed my hand, she just looked at me and she goes, which circle are you looking at? Are you looking at the big circle or the little circle? I mean, and I'm standing here like it's Linda Lovelace. Like I'm bawling like a baby in front of her. and she just grins and she's like, which circle are you focusing on? You're looking at the big circle of what you can't control. And in doing that, you're robbing yourself of joy, you're robbing yourself of happiness, gratitude. And she just starts listing these things. She's like, what if you just worried about what's right here? Work on that. All the rest of the things that you want to accomplish, those are all just going to happen. And then worry about what you get when you get there. So the book that we read before we went to Green Bay was On Fire by John O'Leary. And I would highly, highly suggest and recommend that you all get this. But he's talking about different inflection points in his life and an inflection point is where something happens that changes your perception or your view. It changes what you do from then on. Okay? So ask yourself the question, what is your funeral going to be like? And I think we kind of talked about this a little bit, but if you stopped and you closed your eyes for 30 seconds and you just started to imagine your own funeral, what are people saying about you? How many people came? Who came? Are they sad? Do they have peace? What are they talking about? And then when they're talking about you, are they angry? Are they frustrated? Are they mad? Are they joyful? Like, did you bring them joy? And just asking yourself, what are you leaving for other people? And the fact that you just did this tells me you're still alive. You're not at your funeral. And you can control right now what you're leaving for other people from now on. And how powerful is that? So when you're thinking about that, think of who you need to forgive. And she told people to watch, Keith Kochner did a YouTube video, and it's on unforgiveness, and it was named something, the 5 reasons we don't forgive. Pull that up and watch that. But it's forgiveness is no longer holding someone else responsible for your pain. And in that, realizing that people aren't stuck. They're right where they want to be. So whatever your business looks like right now, whatever your life looks like right now, you're not stuck there. You're choosing to stay there because you want to be there. And if that's not the case, do something different. But the people that you need to forgive, like, write some people down, the first few people that come to mind, and yourself probably needs to be on that list. Like, giving yourself permission to get past things that you feel like you should have done right away, or not achieving what you felt like you needed to, or, like, giving yourself some leeway too, and choosing to be a victor, not a victim. And in that, if you're choosing to be a victim, it would be like a victor would see hope and possibilities. A victim would be depressed or see depression and no way out. And think of it that you're constantly giving people energy, or there's constantly energy around you. It's either really good energy and people are excited to be around you and they can't wait to hear what you're saying next, or what you're going to do next, or flip side, they can't wait to get away from you. Stop and look at the relationships. Do people want to be around you? Are people excited when you call them? Or do people constantly let you go to voicemail? Like, are you depressing people? And choose to make a shift today. She pulled up a video, and I'm going to see if I can find this video. But it was by Inky Johnson, and he's talking about the process that saved his life. So I'm going to see if I can find that, and I'll post it to our page. But every day, and this is on our sheet, on our focus sheet, every day telling somebody that you're thankful for them or grateful for them. That would be under writing a thank you card. Who are you telling every day that you're thankful or grateful for them? And how do we have gratitude in our Arbonne challenges? Like, Arbonne's like a business. What we think is a huge problem for us can't really be a problem when people are right next to us and constantly, if you look on Facebook, are promoting to district, area, region, and nation. Like what we're like, oh my goodness, this is so hard to book presentations, or oh my goodness, I don't know what to do with my husband and children, or I don't know what to do, like my house is a disaster. Like whatever your life looks like, it can be a problem for you, but other people that aren't focusing on it are promoting to region and nation right next to you. And when you think of something about someone, tell them. Be genuine, be honest, stop holding back. If you see somebody and you want to compliment them, just start telling them. Let your energy flow through your body. Whatever you focus on grows. So start to focus on the good. Focus on what's good in others, because love casts out all fear. And in that, start loving people. Start telling them you love them. And going back to, no one can be you like you can be, or like you can. Sorry. No one can be you like you can to someone else. Only you can. When you decide to live in love, we get passionate and we live in passion. Listen to your tugs, like when you know you should talk to someone, you don't know why, but you know you should talk to someone, or you know you should compliment them. Start listening to that and show up. People need hope from me, and they need hope from you, from every single person. Like we are in that person's life for a reason. They need that. There's going to be a video that's coming out, or maybe it just came out, on Steve Gleason. And I'll go find that YouTube video too, but he was a football player, and it's on his life. And I'm not saying I didn't expect to cry when I went to Green Bay. I totally did. But you know it's going to be epic when you get your bag and you have tissues in your bag. Yeah. You know you're going to start crying right away. Sure enough, first training. But it was really cool. And it was all about deciding. So they gave us little notebooks, and these are our decision notebooks. And on the front, it had the logo for that year. And underneath it says, I have decided. So this is your decision notebook. And then you could write in there, you know, notes from the trainings and aha moments, and journaling, your to-do list, things like that. Because while you're sitting there, you have all these thoughts running through your head, you know, like life is still happening. But one of the challenges that Donna Johnson gave us, and mine is starting tomorrow. Today just got way too busy trying to catch up with stuff and like finish everything up. But she did a Go for Gold call 2 weeks ago, and the title of it is the Momentum Challenge. So that is our challenge. We will be starting that tomorrow. So go find that tonight or look it up. I'm going to post it in there as well. And then I'll comment on it saying this is the challenge that we talked about. But it's talking about just giving your business a little jump start so that you go into fall with a full calendar, not freaking out. Because I don't know about you guys, but I'm not watching another Arbonne trip come and go that I do not earn. I hate the feeling. I'm not watching RVPs and NVPs take trips that I could be on, or go to retreats and challenges that I could be a part of, and I'm not, because of work I didn't do. And it's not that you have to work harder. Somebody trained on that too. It's not working harder. It's using the slide edge, working smarter, doing the little things that you think are unimportant. And I posted today, because I was reading, I'm going to go find this wall. I've got you on here. But I posted today on my Facebook wall, and I maybe posted it to our nation as well. But I was reading the slide edge, and he was talking about what's the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people. And I put it in a picture because it literally says everything that's true. I gotta wait for this to pull up a second. But it's just talking about doing little things that other people won't do. Okay, not sure where it went. Under pictures. Successful people do what unsuccessful people are not willing to do, even when it doesn't look like it makes any difference. And they do it long enough for the compounding effect to start to kick in. Start today, give it time, and don't quit. And that is the slight edge. Like making your minimum amount of phone calls or your certain amount of phone calls, working a little chunk of time every single day, calling or talking to one new person about the business, all those things, we don't think it matters, but it totally matters. And that's how people build the momentum that they have with what they've got. So your to-do list is, I'm going to go find the YouTube video for Inky Johnson and Steve Gleason. I'll post those. Just watch those. Grab tissues. I'll tell you that right now. Listen to the Go for Gold call by Donna Johnson. And if you are not following her, go add yourself to Go for Gold by Donna Johnson on Facebook. And if you need to, ENVP, on SoundCloud, go look up ENVP Donna Johnson and follow her, and it'll tell you every time she posts a call. But go add yourself to the group that she's got on Facebook, and if you're not added and it won't let you for some reason, let me know and I can add you. But starting today, like, to me, it feels like October right now. Thank goodness it's not, because that means I have a whole month that I don't really feel like I have. But in working like we have that month, I'm happy, I'm relieved, and I'm also excited, because working in the 90-day cycle, like the 9 and 90 that you've probably heard of, where you work asking somebody about the business every day for 90 days. By the time you're finished, you'll have 9 new business builders in 90 days. And in the same thing, looking at your business right now, what does it look like? The effort you're putting in now, you might not see till 90 days from now. What's your business going to look like in 90 days? So 90 days is going to be starting December, and December is when they're going to double everything for a trip. So what effort are we putting in? What do you really want? You know, like the cash bonuses, the incentives, start earning everything. I don't care if you like it. I don't care if you want to go on it. If you already have something planned, at least earn it so that you can choose yourself to decide whether or not you go. But then the next 90-day cycle will put you right at GTC. I know almost, if not every one of you, for those of you who aren't new, want to be at the white party at GTC. That's 6 months away. Are you getting to area? Are you working? When you go to area, why would you not just get a spa day on top of it? Like, choose yourself to decide right now. Take ownership of your business and what you, like, if you were your own employee, would you fire yourself? So we already did the announcements. So we're going to end on that and just ask yourself a sobering question. If you were your own employee, would you fire yourself? You probably won't like the answer. And if you're working, awesome, because you can't. And I know for me, I think sometimes I work maybe more in my head than I actually work physically. And then when I start actually physically working, my numbers start to skyrocket and my central district is exploding. And that's how it should be. You know, like, that's how you earn things. That's how you make a paycheck. That's how you promote. That's the purpose. So we will be doing we'll get some information out for a couple trainings coming up. And like different important dates. So look for a calendar or an event list. We'll be hosting a one-day exchange event with Keith Kopner, which I'm super excited about. And I'm waiting on their information so we can figure out where to put it. And our holiday party and all that stuff. So look for those announcements, because those things, we're working on our calendar and those things will be coming up. So if anybody has any questions, if you can message me and I can answer in comments. But thank you for taking time out of your evening. I hope everybody's well. For anybody on my team that thinks I'm dead, I'm not, obviously. I'm here. We can talk tomorrow. And have a good rest of your week. And for anybody that you need to, get a hold of your upline and jump in on the challenges and start participating. your paycheck will thank you. You'll thank yourself for your own paycheck. So have a good night, and we'll talk to you guys soon.